how do you go from a CFO to CEO? I know there's a lot of um, CFOs that are also doing the COO role. It's a double role. What was the transition like? Did another CFO replace you? And how did you do when it came to being in that operator seat?
Yeah, first thing that comes to mind is I loved it. But how did that happen? How did it come to that? I was always very close to the business. That's really where I see the value of the CFO, not on reporting, but really being that person around the table with finance acumen. So I knew the customers, I knew the business. I was a strong partner to my chief revenue officer and to my CEO, and I knew the customers because I was upfront in the business. And I had the reputation that I could fix things. So when the company was in a situation that they needed a new CEO, because of all the things that I just said, they asked me to take the role. And, technically speaking, they took a big risk, but they knew me. And they knew that I would do everything to not let my CEO down. That's really, I see my role as I want the CEO to shine. And that's how they asked me to do it, how they asked me to take it. How did I do it? What was the transition like? It was easier than the transition to CFO because by that point I had learned what it's like to carry the weight of responsibility.
Mhm.
Um, and I had learned the value of be the calm one in storm.
Yeah.
I I cannot say enough about the value of strong relationships because with strong relationships come trust, and sometimes you need to have conversations that are very difficult to be had, but they need to be had nevertheless. And when you have strong relationships and when there is trust, it's easier to get through difficult times. So it was easier. All in all, transitioning to from CFO to CEO was easier than being first time in the C-suite.
And is responsibility really the key difference between just like the director, VP level to a C-suite level?
I I think it's the weight. The way, like, I realized very quickly when I became the CFO that the decisions I made impacted a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people relied on me. And I felt that weight very strongly. And I put a lot of pressure on myself. And with that time, I learned to carry that responsibility without feel all the responsibility and not unnecessary pressure, because that mindset doesn't help you make good judgment calls, right?
Yeah.
Staying
Yeah.
calm and pragmatic helps you make good judgment calls.